Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about CCIV. Now I'm going to go through a bit of the due diligence update and then towards technical analysis. If you would like to go ahead and check my previous due diligence that is very extensive and I've mentioned a lot about Lucid Motors, you'll find a description below. Nonetheless, I do recommend that you watch this one because I'm going to be really discussing important parts. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow, subscribe, notifications on, and let's jump right into this one. So CCIV, this one had a bunch of rumors coming in that they are merging with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is another EV. It's a US based. It has a lot of different things that are amazing that I discussed in the last video, basically including their current factory that is being built and is almost done. You have their delivery dates, different vehicles, how it compares to other competitors like Tesla, and everything goes on in between there. So make sure to watch the other one. It's very, very crucial if you haven't watched it yet. Next thing here I want to cover is one of the actual conferences that, or the fireside chat that I really recommend for you to watch. It has a lot of information. If you go on FinViz, you'll find it here on the top, or on Yahoo Finance, you'll find it labeled as replay available for Churchill Capital CEO. You click down here, you'll be able to watch it. Now, in this one here, why I say it's important is because it is not actually released that this is the actual merger. Lucid Motors is not confirmed. Usually you'd find one of these long kind of papers and basically breaks down every part of the merger details. But in this case, this is not the case. But if you were to go on and watch, and I did watch almost all hour of it, they do talk about their capital and basically, whenever they really go on for a merger, they fully commit with, and they have high success rate of actually closing it. And when they have one in mind, basically they get what they want, etc. It's kind of an interesting thing, and definitely I do think if they have this one in mind, I don't see why they wouldn't go ahead with it. EV market is massive, and they definitely have revenue if you're thinking about the next second biggest or whatever US EV market, or sorry, EV manufacturer. Tesla is in its own place. I'm not saying this is going to be better than Tesla, but basically what all the other manufacturers are trying to do is play catch up. And in that sense, what you can have is, for instance, bit off a secondary EV manufacturer in America, and that's a big thing compared to NIO. If you think about it, a lot of what's happening in North America and the Western world is trying to detach themselves from the reliance on China. So NIO's Chinese, and having perhaps a US manufacturer for another EV could be really bullish. Now, that kind of covers a little bit towards the rumors. There's no new news coming out for this one. So now moving on towards the technical analysis. Now on a one-day perspective, things are looking really nice. ADX is way above, but remember, it was above 50 for a while, so we're going to brush that off. Water under the bridge. Now the next thing here is the billing per R. It is a bit overbought in this situation. Before moving on, please make sure to subscribe. It really helps my channel and shows YouTube that this channel here has some growth. My goal is 10K and we're almost there, so make sure to support me. If you would like to join our Discord, it's a very much of a chat room. Feel free, it's in the description below. So moving on, the MACD really looks bullish. It keeps increasing, and momentum is up to around 8.4, which is really good. Now 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, which is at 13 and 1172. That is a trading action zone. And Ed, what is a trading action zone? That is where positive reversals are likely, and that is a bullish thing. It's above the 50 SMA at 1049. Now, on a 2-hour perspective, things are looking a little bit different. It's a little bit sloppy on the indicators, and they really don't tell you much, but the moving averages look beautiful. Then SMA is above the 30 EMA, and it's above the 50 SMA, which is bullish. Now, the big thing about this one is this trading action zone. It's between $18 and $16.65, and take a look at every single time and dip through. Dipped, and then bounce right back. Touch a little, bounce right back. Touch a little, bounce, and then almost drop below the 30 EMA and just threw all the way back up, which is amazing. You don't get to see it play that much, or you don't see a lot of stocks playing this way. So it really shows you that there is a bullish movement, that people are looking to buy the dip. Now, moving on towards here, the moving average band is between 1266 on the top, 1151 in the middle, and 1036 in the bottom. 1704 for the Bollinger Bands on the top, and 598 in the bottom. That is basically where you can expect it to trade within right now. It's above the Bollinger Band, and it really looks nice. but that's later in the future because it's a SPAC and usually they don't follow the moving average band, at least at the start, that well. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both showing a stable price that is not going, well, it's not really giving you a warning or a leg up, just showing you neutral. Fibonacci retracements gives you support and resistances. The current resistance on this one is 1858 or around there and 2103. Current supports are 1666, 1531, 1396, and 1292 give or take 2 cents on each. Now, the next thing here is the supports and resistances that we want to cover. So the significant supports in this line here, very strong one sits at 18 bucks. Below there, we're looking at 1750. Below there, we're looking at 1705, 1648, and then a really strong one at 1562, 1486, 1403, and then another one, well, a very small one, 1117, but really that's just 10 bucks. Now, significant resistances are only a few. So the current resistance sits at 1907, 1986, and then the 21 bucks. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen next? Now we can try to quickly go ahead and try to draw a channel here of what's occurring, and you can expect it to trade within this channel. And right now it's on the bottom, so it's more of a safer haven. You get to see it really works nicely as you go forward. But in terms of asking what I think about this one, SPACs tend to really jump initially and then have a pullback and then skyrocket. Now, in the longer term, I definitely think an EV like this one is going to be massive. And if Lucid Motors actually gets to confirm with CCIV and they put on the merger paperwork, I think we can easily see 30 bucks. Now, it is a lot of high risk involved here. You know, what if they back out, right? That is another thing. So maybe stop limits. But what if they back out, let's say, on a Saturday? Well, you can guarantee, well, Monday's close, actually Tuesday will probably tank hard. That's something to consider. Now, for me myself, I have sold a little bit of positions at around 20 bucks, and I'll keep adding on the dips if it does dip hard, and I'll keep selling as we go way further. But if I have to throw a price at this and seeing it, let's say in 10 years, if Lucid Motors actually does go ahead and merge with it, it's a solid investment. And you can't go wrong with EV much. They still have deliveries early on spring 2021. So things are starting to look bullish. What do you think about this sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.